Leo, how you doing? The cock rocking beats or cock block or something to do with break beat, or we're on a break or we're on vacation and we're calling it quits and I'm out is what I'm hearing for you. So alright Leo, how you doing? So this is not a tarot card reading section. This is me basically as a psychic medium that just channels some messages for you. And some people prefer this, some people prefer the actual tarot, some people like both. I'm hoping you like the both, because the other bit is going to come at the end on another video, and you can find the screen at the end and just click on it and it'll take you over to this. This will be all kinds of spiritual work, vacation, breaks, thoughts, all kind, loads of different stuff in this deck. It's a different one. Okay, but I'm hearing for you for your channeled stuff for the 7th into the 14th, Leo, or / Aquarius, because we're looking at a life path 8 or an Aquarian. Is that we're on break. I just need a breakaway or break beats. Some of you are like looking into beats or beating eggs, or you'd seem to be like me that seems to be eating a lot of eggs. I do actually have a lot of eggs, because you can have those when you're on a diet, so when you're on the slim fast diet. Okay, but yeah, I'm definitely hearing though that I'm beating a lot of things, like beating off or like making a lot of beats, like. But like, I don't know, sequa, Shaniqua, we're hearing the name Shaniqua, or Shaniqua Pointois, somebody that could be France. Chomon Chong Fro Pong Chong? But like, I don't know. But I'm definitely hearing cock blocking beats or something to do with their cock blocking or something. It's like, no, you've blocked me. Oh, you've blocked me. Now I'm going to take you off. I've blocked you. I don't want to know. I've blocked you out. You really could be dealing with Life Path 7 or a Cancerian reading. But yeah, because you'll have to watch the Patron bit, because the Patron bit is going to be you versus them. But I'm hearing them, Emily, Emma, Melissa, Maria, Matilda, Melanie, all the M's still here. But like, I definitely keep hearing this break beat though. That we're on break, we're on vacation. Some of you are looking into beats and beating eggs, also cooking. Something to do with, like I said, I've got a load of equipment that's turning up, so that's going to be me as an Aquarian in Venus. But like breezy, easy breezy, Stevie Nicks, or Steve, the name Steve, or Sarah. Okay, anything beginning with S. Sorry, Leo. Yeah, break beats, something to do with music. They keep saying music. I am the music man, and I'm making beats, and then another beat, and then another beat, and then a beat on top of a beat. So it's a lot like what I do. Okay, when I sequence different beats, you put one beat on top of the next beat and then another beat on top of that, and then a sequencer, and so on and so forth, and you just make loads of music. So I'm picking up someone that makes music for a living or just does it for fun. Okay, so that's that, break beats. Okay, I'm also picking up Bo Beats or something. Bo Beats, that's actually a channel, Bo Beats. Bo Peep, I'm also hearing Little Bo Peep, a sheep. Something to do with sheep in wolves' clothing. Oh dear, someone's like prowling. I'm hearing the name Proud or Crowley. Alistair Crowley, so the name Ali, or Ali Cat, or Alistair or Alistair Crowley. So someone could be from Australia, could be Ozzy Osbourne. But like, so you've got that. But they keep saying like, we're on a break, we're on vacation. I need to get away, I've had enough, I'm just having a break and I'm making some beats. So it's kind of like, for a lot of you, you're dealing with like the 7 energy that came up in theirs, which was, I'm on vacation, I don't live here anymore, something to do with blocked, I don't know if I want this anymore, I can't be doing the same thing, I'm clearing house, I'm clearing up, tidying up. I'm just kind of like, I think a lot of people are, if I'm honest, like vacation, on break, on beat, like just on time. They keep saying like on beats and on time, on beat and on time, it needs to be on time. Like very efficient of what you're doing. You probably what you do for work, like this, it's on time. It's a schedule that you're running, and it's on time. It's in sync, and it's the way that you work. Okay, and it's probably at work or how you work, or the name Howlet, but like howling wolf. I keep hearing the howling wolf, but like I keep like doing things in sync. Like it seems to be working, but not working. Do you know what I'm saying? It's a very strange energy where like work is working, but love isn't. So you really could be dealing with another sign that came up where it's like, I'm very good in this. I think it was Aries / a Scorpio 4, okay? But like, this seems to be working very well, and this doesn't. So what I'm going to do is just focus on what works. and that this works for me, and it seems to sync in time very well for me, and it's working brilliantly. So everything is going great. So this might be where your love life isn't, but your work life is, or your work life isn't and your love life is. Okay, but I think all told, all messages seem to be at the moment where everybody's having a break. Everybody's having a breather. Everybody's gone back to work. Everybody's kind of like doing their own thing. Stephen King, doing my own thing. And this seems to work very well for me. Okay, so that would be a message for me because I have Aquarius and Venus, for instance, right? But like, sorry, I talk about myself because I'm trying to get you to know that you can also watch the 8 reading. Okay. But yeah, it seems to work very well. It's very efficient. Something to do around a Pisces for a lot of you could have, or a life path 3. But it seems to be working well. I'm concentrating more on what's working for me and what isn't. I'm concentrating on music. I'm concentrating on my career. Okay, or someone from Korea or Korea. So you might be waiting for a courier, or the name Kerry. Okay, or Carol Ann. You could be in a caravan. You really could be dealing with the 7 energy there. But like, I'm waiting for the courier to deliver something that could be on its way. That's why hopefully everybody joins the Angel Radio, because I've got some sequencing coming up, some live music, but something to do with, like I said, I'm waiting for the courier. I'm waiting for this thing that I've ordered to come. So whatever it is, it could be a play toy, it could be a toy. Like, I can't wait to come, and I can't wait for this toy to turn up. And yeah, this seems like a lot of anticipation, or the name Anne or Annie or Annabelle, the name Bella. But like, I can't wait for this bell to turn up. A bell? I don't know. A bell? Abel. Abdul. I'm looking up Abdul or something, or Abby or Abbott. Okay. But I can't wait for this thing to turn up, because as soon as it does, then I can start work. I can start work on it. So I don't know, because I'm picking up like vacation, break, but can't wait for something to turn up. So it feels like a lot of you within your love lives, you've just like we're having a break. I'm having a breather. Okay, we've either gone abroad, or I'm going abroad, or I've just had enough and I'm going to go back to the drawing board of like work, and knowing that what works for me, that works best. Okay, so I'm hearing Everest or Evie, Devi or Evie or Stevie. Okay, but what works best? If it works for me, great, that works, brilliant. That's what I'm going to focus on. What really seems to be working more than anything else. So it's like analysing stuff around your... This could be work or people, but it's like, I would rather work with people that work well with me. I would rather do things at work that works better for me and not. Some of you, like I said, could be afraid, not Pisces, but like I said, some of you might have this energy where someone's saying, look, why don't you work with them, and you work with them, and you work with them, and you work with them and them. Okay, so Jim, Jelly and Juice and Justin, Jasmine, because I'm picking up Jim or Fix It, so Jimmy or James. Okay, but like, you work with those, you work with that, you work with that. That works really well, so I'm going to work with you. And like pairing people off and saying, look, why don't you work with this person, because you'll get on so much better with them. Or why don't you work in that department, because you'll get on so much better over there if you just work over there. Or like, look, just leave me alone. I would rather you work over there, and I would rather work on my own. Okay, I'd rather stick to doing what I know best works for me and not everybody else. So like I said, if you work at a company where there's quite a few people, some of you really could be like pairing off, because I think some of your messages through the month are around this manager that comes in. Okay, and that managing the name Major or Major, but like Sergeant Major or Sergil, picking up Sergil, or a surge of electricity, something to do with electric, like wires or electric wires or something like that, or an electrician. But like, I would rather plug this into this and see if this works. This really could be sequencing. This is what I'm doing, modular. Like, plug this into here, plug that into there, that works very well. Plug this one into that one, that kind of makes a current and goes into this one, and then plug that diode into there, and then that kind of like makes this. So it's kind of like modular systems. Okay, so you use like a 3.5 jack, that plug, or the name Jack, Julian, Jason, Justin, Jasmine, Jackie. But like, plug this into here, plug that into there, that works very well, brilliant. It's kind of like trying to make a connection, if you like, a positive one instead of a negative one. So like I said, for a lot of you, you might be looking for someone new and think, you know what, I would rather find someone that makes a positive connection with me than somebody that makes a negative connection with me. Okay, so you really could have something to around a 2 or a possible Libra somewhere in your chart or in your soul group energy. But like, I'd rather make a positive connection with a person than what I really would a negative one, okay, or a negative relative. So I don't know why I'm picking up people being paired off. Like, you go over there with them, you go over there with those, you go over there with them, and like this kind of thing, like organising and managing people to go in different departments and to go over to different places, and like, I'll send you over to there, and then you go over to there, and you send them over to here, and kind of like I don't know what that's for, because I'm picking up a connection of electricity or a connection of like where it goes to here, to here, to here, like a North Star, so something to do around Aquarium, but the same energy as a Leo. Okay, it's definitely like in tarot in general, it's going to be 8. Okay, life path 8, but like I would rather make a positive connection than a negative one. I would rather work in that country than I would this one. I would rather live here than what I would over there. I would rather stay here than what I would come over to there. So you've kind of got this, where it was in the 7 reading, basically, Cancerian, but like organising things and moving stuff around, clearing it out, clearing house, looking at astrology maybe for a lot of you and seeing what you've got coming up and why things are so difficult. There's energy of like vacation and like having a break from your partner, or well, basically from like argumentative energy. Okay, and I would rather not argue about it. I would rather just get on with my day, just get on with what works for me and actually concentrate on that than what I actually would concentrate on everything that really doesn't, like arguments, frustrating people, so on and so forth. And I would rather do that. Some of you, so that could be like your love life that seems to be coming up, where it's people really focusing on more positive stuff than actual negative. Okay. Then you've also got this working thing, working with a Stephen or a Stephen King, or something that seems to really be working for them, okay? And it feels like that I would really rather work with that person than what I would that person. Like, you know, I don't know if these are people that are coming up for you at work, okay? And I would really rather work with those than what I would with that energy, or that company than I would that company. And I would rather keep better company than what I would bad. Do you know what I'm saying? So like friends even could be here, and I'd rather have a friend. So some of you, it might be where I mean, you could be on a break and it could say, you know what, we actually get on better as friends than what we do lovers. But how can we be lovers if we can't be friends? But if we can't be lovers and that doesn't work and it's repetitive and it's gone over and over and over and over like a scratch record, then the energy of what Spirit is saying is like, well, why don't we just try being friends, okay, and just like do that instead of like arguing and having a go at one another and shouting and going over the same old ground all the time. I would rather really just be kind of like focusing on just being friends than anything else, right? So I don't know if any of you, like I said, you've gone through a breakup and a split up and you're kind of like had enough of all of the rigmarole and the fighting and the energies of really what's been going on up in the sky. You know, it's been very difficult for a lot of star signs, a lot of people. And I really do feel a lot of people have had arguments, split up and broke up, they're on vacation, you know, the sign on the door is turned around to say, you know what, it's, you know, so it's kind of like, look, I'm not even here, like I would rather just not be here. So, oh man, what is this I keep picking up around this person of like, I don't really want to be here anymore, like I don't want to live anymore. I mean, what is that, man? Because that came up through 2 readings, I don't want to live anymore. Or I just don't live here anymore. Like I have physically moved and they don't live here anymore. Like they have gone. Okay. So they have physically gone, they don't live here anymore, they've moved or they've gone on vacation for a person. Like they've gone, completely gone. Now for some, this is, okay, your messages are now changing. It's coming through where someone was really devastated, either on an ending or a loss of a human or the loss of something. Like I just can't get over the loss. And that was coming from the energies of 5. Because it's kind of like Sagittarian, Taurus, life path 5, and it came up in a reading, it was one of these readings, because it was, you know, like, it's like I can't get over the loss, I can't get over the feeling, I can't get over the emotions, I can't get over it. And some of this was, like I said, it was over a physical loss of a human being, and they couldn't move forward, okay? So I don't know, like, say, if you're struggling and your partner's not, or if your partner is and they're not. You really could be dealing with a Pisces. I'm afraid not, because it's kind of like this friends. How can we be lovers if we can't be friends? And what's the point in keep going over it, and over it and over it and over it? So I would rather us either one be friends and just learn to get on, or not at all. Now I am also picking up on a same-sex relationship also, because I heard lesbian friends. Okay, so yeah, I keep hearing that. How can we be lovers if we can't be friends? You really could be dealing with Gemini as well, Gemini, or a Capricorn, which would be a 6. But yeah, how can we be lovers if we can't be friends? And if we can't be friends, how can we be lovers? So we either split and break up completely and don't be friends or lovers, or there might be a possibility, but they're saying, how can we be lovers if we can't be friends? And how can we be friends if we can't be lovers? So it feels like that there's no way back. There's no way forward or back. And that's why you really should probably watch the 7 energy life path, or, you know, just, you'll have to watch the videos about numerology. But like, this energy is coming up through the Cancerian reading, okay? This vibe, positive vibes, but like this vibe, okay, really seems to be coming from that. But I'm also picking up like a V, because that came up in their reading. But like vibe, like this is my vibe, this is who I vibe well with, this is who I work well with. This is what I like. It makes me be able to work better. I can vibe better with their energy. I can vibe better with this work program. I can work better with so and so and not you but you. Okay, so I seem to vibe very well with your energy, and that works for me, but it really doesn't work here. So like I said, I don't know if any of you are looking for new people, or this is an actual new job, or Rob, the name Rob or Robin, but like this really seems to work for me, so I'm going to stick doing that. Okay. Strickler, Vicky, I keep hearing Vicky, or something that's very sticky, like a hot pudding cake or something like that. Hot pot. They keep saying a hot pot, or a hot pocket. What's that? Hot pocket. Keep saying one hand in my pocket and the other. Oh, Laura, Laura. But like, yeah, one hand in my pocket and the other one giving a high five. So you've got something to do with Sagittarius, Taurus placement, or a life path. Like, and I got one hand in my pocket, but the other hand giving a high five. So I don't know if there's an accomplishment here of someone that keeps saying like high five, right? Or like, can you just give me a 5? No, no, I can't give you a 5. Can you just give me 5 minutes? Can you just give me 5 minutes? Just leave me alone for 5 minutes, please. Just like, I just want 5 minutes peace, or I want 5 weeks or 5 months. I mean, is this a sentence that's coming up? Someone getting 5 months or 5, like, they keep saying 5. Like, I'm either going to get 5 weeks, 5 months, or a life sentence. I mean, is this a marriage that's coming up? But like, I'm either going to get 5 weeks or 5 months. Oh, okay, your messages are really changing now to where this could be a court thing that could be coming up for a lot of you, and it looks like there could be a sentencing of either 5 weeks or 5 months. Now, I don't know if there's a pregnancy type sort of thing here, a pregnancy test, and it shows up as 5 weeks pregnant or 5 months pregnant, or something like that. But they keep saying that I'm going to find out about 5. I'm going to find out about this 5. I'm going to find out that there's either 5 weeks or 5 months. I don't know what that's for you, for a lot of you, but it feels like in 5 weeks' time or in 5 months' time. And because I'm picking up where it might have something to do with around court, and like, or is it like, shall we have a break for 5 weeks? Shall we go away for 5 weeks? Or shall we have a break completely for 5 weeks? Or can you work with this person for 5 weeks or 5 months? What is that? 5 weeks, 5 months. 5, 5, 5, 5. Johnny 5, John. 5, 5, 5. Can you work with this person for 5 weeks and 5 months? What is that for? 5 weeks and 5 months. So is that an anniversary date or something like that, where it's gone on for like 5 months and 5 weeks, or 5 weeks and 5 months, or 5 weeks pregnant, or 5 months pregnant? Okay, or 5. They just keep saying 5, but like a sentence of something, like coming up and finding out about 5. Well, deal with the 7 energy, because 7 runs from 5. That's what I'm saying. If you're dealing with anything to do with a life path 7, or a healing year, or anything that adds to 7 and 5, Y'all guys are going to go at it like hammer and tongue. You really will, because I am a life path 7. I don't get on with 5s. I just don't. It's just a repetitive cycle. A repetitive one, okay? Because 7 and 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 relates to a Pisces, but it relates to a 3. So just never getting on, repetitively going over the same old thing of a drama triangle. If it's not one thing, it's another thing. If it isn't that thing, it's another thing. If it isn't this, it's that. And if it isn't that, it's this. And what else can I do wrong? What else have I done wrong? Something else that I've done wrong now. Okay, drama triangle, scapegoat, victim, aggressor. Okay, within that 5 and 7, you'll never get on. Ever, 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 Trevor. So Trevor or ever. Okay, Evie or Devi or Stevie, but never, ever get on with those energies because it clashes like the Titans. 7 and 5s, they just really don't get on. Okay, because it's scone. It's the fastest cake on earth out. 7, run. No, no, no. I am not going to fight. I do not want to know. I have left. I have gone. I don't want to do this anymore. I've dropped it. I forgot about it and I'm trying to move on. There was another reading that came up. It was just the ones just before this, which was, every time I start to move on, do you come back? Okay, every time do I start to go forward, do you come back to pull me back? Or to pull me up on something? Or like, I always end up getting pulled back at work. Like, I get caught back at work and I'm always delayed. Something around like Pisces. But like, I always seem to be delayed. Okay, everything always seems to be delayed. It doesn't never really seem to turn up on time. Okay, or if not, something is being delayed here. Delayed. Del. I'm hearing Della or Delhi. At the deli. Something at the deli. Like something being delayed. Like an order at the deli. Like, and I want to order something. Or like, I don't know what this is about, a delay. Like, I'm sorry, but there's going to be a slight delay. We haven't got any. We have, but there's going to be a slight delay in it. It's not going to be here quite on time. It's going to be another day or two. Because this might be where you work at a shop and people come into like a cafe or something like that, or a deli, okay, and they ask you for a certain thing, and then when you go to get it, you say, I'm sorry, but we haven't got any, we've run out, it's going to be tomorrow, okay, or it's going to be next week, I'm sorry, but we just don't have any left, and you're going to have to wait a day or two. So it might mean that because I'm doing this energy now, that you might be just waiting a day or two for something. Like, let's just give it a day or two, okay? So it might be like, because this vacation seems to be coming up for a lot of people, 2. But the vacation, like, look, shall we just go away for a day or two? Shall we just have a day off? Shall we just go away and do something for a day? Instead of anything else, let's just do something on one day. Or shall we just like see each other on one day of the week instead of every day of the week? Or shall we just do this once? Like, just do it once and that's it. Like, this could be a one night stand, I don't know. Or a nightstand, something like a nightstand that you want. I don't know, somebody buying a lamp? Or a nightstand, or are you dealing with a Virgo? Okay, but a nightlight. Or shall we just go out for one night and one night only? Because it feels like that. You might be asked to go out with someone and they say, look, shall we just go out for one date? Or shall we just go out for one night and one night only? Like, we're going to do this once, but that's it, just once. So I don't know if this is an ultimatum that's coming in for you and say, look, can we just give it one more go? Can we just give it one more try? How about if we just try doing this once instead of like every day of the week? Can we just do it once instead of 5 nights a week or something? Like, or is this someone that's organising your rota and saying you only have to do one of these, and then once you've done this, it's kind of like pulling a 12-hour shift. Like, you only have to do one 12-hour shift, and then the rest of the week you can have off. If you just come in on the Monday, you can have the rest of the week off. Or something like that, man. It's something to do with these numbers. 1555. Okay. But I don't know what this is relating to, of what I'm trying to pinpoint it down to. If you just do it once, see again, it's this once, twice, 3 times a lady. If you've done it once, you're bound to do it again. And if you've done it then, you're Jen, Julia, Jason, Justin, Jasmine. But if you've done it once, you're bound to do it again. And it's kind of like this repetitive cycle of like, can we just give it one more go? And it's like, well, we have done this. We have give it one more go. We give it one more go last time. And then we give it another go again after that. And then after that. And then another one after that. So it feels like that we've give this so many tries, okay, to work it out, but it doesn't. And then what you've got is this: how can we be lovers if we can't be friends? If we've tried this one more time, like, how many times is one more time? That's not. If a person ever says to you, look, can we try it one more time? That is not a once. That's a like, well, we have done the once. We've done the twice. We've done the 3 times. We've done the 4. We've gone to Scorpio. We haven't done that either. So it's kind of like this delayed energy of like, well, I really don't know now, because we've done it so many times that it's so repetitive that I think it's probably best to just call it quits, or have it, or like just, you know, call bygones be bygones. Because generally, when things don't work, that's where you find the pattern of behaviour. When it doesn't work, when you've tried and it doesn't work, and you've tried it and that doesn't work either, and then you've tried that and it doesn't work, and you argue with the person so many times, and you have so many breakups and split ups. How many times, well, how long is a piece of string? How long are you prepared to wait? That's why you'll come up against the 7 energy, because the 7 also means 7 of Pentacles, which means waiting. So it means that you could be waiting for one, or they're waiting for you. But you might always be delayed within that energy, because it's kind of like, well, how long are you prepared to wait? How long is it that before we can start doing the same thing and going over the same ground and running over 5 energies again and doing that? How long is that going to be? Like, how long of a break do you want? Do you want to do this again? Is it really worth doing this again? If it's happened once and it's happened twice and it's happened 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, and we've done this 5 times, if we do that once more, that's 6. So you've got Gemini, probably Capricorn energy, right? So it feels like this cycle and this loop. It's either a musical loop or musical youth, or like just a loop that you've caught in, constantly going over the same old ground, splitting up, breaking up, arguing, splitting up, breaking up, arguing, getting back together. Can we try one more time? Should we do it once a week? Should we do it twice a week? Should we kind of like, and like this organising difficult energies of like, well, are we going to do it again or not? Like, are we going to work again or not? Is this going to work out or is it not? Yeah, really could be dealing with a Pisces here. Okay, is it going to work? Is it going to not? Shall I work on it? Shall we not? Shall we go out? Shall we not? You know, does he love me? Does he love me not? Why not? Okay, why not? Why do you not want to go over this again? Because people get sick and tired of going over the same ground, right? So you got this very frustrated energy of not knowing but knowing, like this waiting period or this waiting room. You might have appointments and stuff like that, but like a waiting room. Okay, and you're just in this waiting room and you don't know what the answer is yet, because it's like this concluding energy of like, where it's like a court thing that's coming up, or something that you're waiting for and you don't know what the answer is going to be yet, whether it's going to arrive on time, whether you're going to get to speak to the person on time or not, whether you're going to make it in a relationship or not, or whether you're just going to make it or break it. All of those kind of like messages seem to be coming up of tension, of like 7 of Pentacles, of just like waiting to see what the results are. And I don't know what the results are. I don't know whether we're talking or not. I don't know whether we're physically broke up completely or not. I don't know if it's medical or anything like that, and I don't know what the results are because I don't know. It might be anything to do with around pregnancy, and you have to go to the hospital, but you can't, right? It's a bit like that. Like, I don't know what the results are. I don't know what the answers are to your question. There needs to be more time. But then I think that one of these parties is going to say, well, how long is that going to be then? And the other person's probably going to say, well, I really don't know, because everything seems to be working for me at the moment, and it doesn't when I keep doing this. So that's a pattern. That's what someone's recognizing in your energy, is that this pattern doesn't work. Okay, so one of these energies might ask for, well, how long is this going to be? And the other person's going to probably say, to be quite honest with you, how long is a piece of string? We've done it. We've gone over it. We've wrote it down. We've made a book. We've tried to make it work, and it's constantly tried to make it work, but it doesn't. It doesn't. So what's the point in doing it again? Do you know what I'm saying? So it seems that a lot of these star signs and yourselves are like noticing a lot about these patterns, that what you seem to try doesn't work. Well, if it doesn't, that means stop. It means that whatever you're doing that doesn't work, it means stop. It means try another person, try another thing, right? Or just like you keep doing it and it doesn't work. And instead of keep forcing yourself to do what doesn't work, try something that really does work, right? And that really does work. And then stick with what works, okay? So it's something to do with that is in the works, and it's an idea. But like I said to everybody, if you have an idea, go ahead and do it. You don't need it clarifying by anybody else. If you've got ideas, just do them. Just do them. There's nothing that can ever go wrong in an idea. If you have an idea, go forward on it. Unless it's like, okay, I've got an idea and I'm just about to put £1 million into one idea and I've never done it. Well, then obviously fucking really think about that one. But just an idea where it's non-profit or anything like that. Okay, if you've got an idea, just have the idea and like, what do you call it? Promote, like put it out, promote it, or like, okay, I've got an idea, I'm going to go for it, I'm going to do it, right? Okay, something like that. So I have an idea of working with someone, or I have an idea, blah, 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 so on and so forth. There you go, right? Just like me, when I do my channel and things, I think, okay, that's a good idea, right, bang, I'm going to do that, okay? And I've got another idea, okay, brilliant music, right, I'm going to do that, okay? Always give things a go and do it for quite a little while, and if it just doesn't work, then try something different, okay? Like I said, a lot of people here, even my channel suffers, because I'm picking up, like, people that have said in comments, oh, yeah, I'm trying to do the same and everything else, and, like, you know, you have to look at it as a different energy. I'm only an 18,000 subscriber. Now that might seem very like, wow, that's took me many years to get there. Okay, it's took me a very long time. I'm nowhere near what I should be with the amount of videos that I've put out. A lot of people don't like what I do or what I say, and a lot of people don't get to see my videos. So I struggle myself. Okay, that's been doing it for years and years and years and years. I struggle, right? I struggle. Trust me, I do. Okay, so when you're just starting at anything, okay, you've got to look at it and think, you know what, has everybody already done this? Has everybody already done all of these kind of things? And if I'm doing that and everybody's done it and it doesn't work, and it just constantly doesn't work, it might mean the fact that you want to change it up a little bit and think, you know what, I'm going to try and do something completely. Like if it comes to YouTube and stuff like that, I think I've gone over this with everybody before. And I apologise to a lot of people, but you know, I can't deposit 18,000, like 6 years worth of work and 18,000 subscribers over to a channel that has like 4 or 5, because I'm not really going to benefit from that. That's me basically me giving you my life's work and just pretty much just giving it all over to 3 or 4 subscribers. I know that might sound bad, and I am sorry for that, okay, but I would definitely want something in return for it. So for me to just say, bam, there you go, have, you know, 18,000 subscribers and put all of the work in towards that, that's, you know, very difficult energies. So when you're starting on things like YouTube, to get seen is very difficult. It's very, very, very extremely difficult, because I was there myself when I was, you know, I tried, oh, I need to be seen, and then I give up for like years. Like I just give up and I just thought, you know what, I'm just going to just do my own thing, right? And I'm just going to just do whatever it is and stop with all of this trying to, like, you know, get it built up. I'm just going to do the work and put the effort into myself, okay? So I don't know what this is for you. If it's business related and stuff like that, you know, me, like I said, I've done this for years. I struggle now. It's nowhere near as big as what it should. But I think I've got 350 videos, I think, that are on this channel. Something, I don't know, it tells me a statistic. It's quite a few, okay? It's quite a lot. Or is it 3,000? I don't know. But the statistic that tells me how many videos I have, by then I should have hit 120,000 by then. Nowhere near. So statistics of YouTube is wrong. And even if you have great quality content, that does not mean for a fact that it's going to get seen. Okay, it really doesn't. So I can spend many more years trying to build this up and it may not. Okay, do you know what I'm saying? So I don't know why I always come up against YouTube and people that have channels and stuff like that, you know. I mean, I wish I could help out, but, you know, it's one of those kind of situations of like, all the work that's going to take enough, because I could make a video and say please do this and it'd just be a couple of people that watch it. You know, if quality is also not great as well, that's what I'm saying, if quality is also not great as well, people might just go from one channel over to another one, but they might think, no, I really don't vibe with those messages, I really don't vibe with that reader, I really don't vibe with that. So you could get that, and then your quality will be like, well, I don't really vibe with that anyway. I get it. People hate a lot of what I do. They can't stand sticking around and sitting down. They're so impatient in order to get a message from a card that they don't understand it, and they're kind of like, no, I haven't got time. I'm just in such a rush. I don't want to listen to all this dribble and all this bollocks. I want someone that's going to give me the answer straight away. There's too much in a rush, man. Too much in a rush. Okay, So like I said, your quality is what, if someone's going to do all of that, your quality has to be great, because someone can give you a load of things and then people think, well, to be honest, right, I don't really watch it anymore. Someone could subscribe, but they don't watch it. They don't watch it. It just builds up within all of their subscriptions of thousands of channels that they got. And then you find that people are subscribed, but they're not actually watching it. You know, so to succeed in any kind of business is very difficult, and it's very difficult for me, right? So I don't know what this is for you guys, but normally when they get me to talk of it, that's sometimes it's there. Okay. So whatever that is for you, but I'm hands up. I'm one of the people that also struggle a lot myself as well. Okay. So there you go. So that's what you've got. Let's see what you've got coming out through this, but you'll find the video that comes out here. This is just entertainment purposes. This is obviously not the tarot card reading bit. Okay. And your actual reading, this is going to be spiritual, financial, health, business, love, whatever it is. There's loads of different questions in this deck. Okay. So I'm going to lay you a spread and then pretty much clarify them and see what they mean for you. Okay, but you will find that after this, and you can find the link to it provided in the screen, or it will just come out straight after this reading. Okay, thank you so much for letting me channel for you, Leo or /Aquarian, and I'll hopefully catch you over on your video.